Hello, everyone. Welcome back. It's me, Jess. We're at the end of August here, and in our bullet journal, we are on February. So, for February, because it's the month of love, I thought it would be kind of more therapeutic for me to do some self love in terms of our theme this month. So, I picked a part of myself that I don't particularly like, which is the fact that I am hard of hearing. I actually have over the ear hearing aids that I wear in both ears, but my right ear is particularly bad. What I'm drawing here is actually my right ear. So there's my hearing aid, and I have a little mute symbol tattoo on the back behind my ear there. All right, now that that's all inked in, you'll notice that I actually made a typo. I misspelled February. I missed the B. Rest assured, I do fix it, so if it's annoying you, it annoyed me immensely when I realized it was there, and I do rectify it. I'd actually like to talk a little bit more about my hearing loss. The whole point of me doing this spread this month was to kind of work through some, I guess I don't want to say like anger, but it's a little bit of anger. Some sadness and some anger that I've been working through recently. My hearing loss, although it is genetic, is not a really old problem for me. I wasn't necessarily born with profound hearing loss. I developed it. So, probably about February this year, I realized that I couldn't answer the phone with my right ear. I could do it with my left, but I couldn't do it with my right. So I went to my audiologist and found that I only had 32% of my hearing left in my right ear and about 74% in my left. And even then, I couldn't differentiate sounds very well. So sounds like map and mop are kind of difficult for me to tell apart. I can't really hear the difference, but with context, I piece it together. And that was kind of part of my thing. My audiologist was like, "Oh, you're very functional." He kept using that word, very functional. And what he meant by that was that, like, my hearing loss really wasn't affecting my life in a way that was measurably negative, I guess. I still hold down full-time work. I participate in conversations. I watch TV, like, I talk on the phone. So he kept saying it was very functional, which I'm not sure I really like that word because I don't think I was functioning. I was tired all the time. I was straining to hear people. I'm still straining to hear people, make no mistake. But it was all very exhausting. And after I got my hearing aids in around late June, July, I thought my problems were solved. But unfortunately, what people don't really tell you about hearing aids is they don't really fix your problems. You still have the gaps that you do. It just makes kind of everything else loud. So I haven't heard the keyboard on my phone click in forever. Now I can hear that. That's great. But it also means the air conditioning at work is mind-numbingly loud. The motor that runs the ceiling fan in our house is so annoying. Like, certain sounds like rustling paper or percussive sounds or metallic sounds are incredibly upsetting. I'm starting to get a little bit more used to my hearing aids, but it's been a challenge. It's been exhausting, and it hasn't helped that we're in the middle of Corona. And one of the ways that I was able to be so functional for so long was that I was using a lot of visual cues, visual and context cues to kind of piece things together really quickly. And I no longer have visual cues, and people's voices are muffled. So it's been hard. So yeah, this layout was kind of my effort at making myself kind of accept what's happening. I don't want to be too much of a bummer. There are definitely worse things that can happen to a person. There are people out there with less hearing than me or no hearing at all that have gone on to live very productive and happy lives. And that's awesome for them. But I am struggling. I am riding the struggle bus right now. I'm just mourning the loss of my hearing, and I think that's okay. It's normal to mourn the loss of anything, whether it's a person, an opportunity, a job, a friendship, a pet, whatever. It's okay to feel sad about it. I'm actually starting to feel angry about it, which is kind of dumb because there's no one to blame. It's just a thing. But yeah, it's taking a lot of really getting used to. My audiologist is saying that it takes about a month to get used to the hearing aids. And I'm hoping things will get better once I'm a little bit more used to them, because right now I feel like there's no difference. They're not making a difference for me, which is kind of sad. Like, this is it. This is as good as it's gonna get. It's probably gonna get worse as you get older and lose more hearing. That's a sad thought. But I mean, you have to take whatever life deals you, and you have to A, deal with it, and B, make something out of it. So this is my first thing I've made out of this unfortunate situation. I've made this piece of art. If you're at all interested as to why I've lost my hearing so profoundly, especially in my right ear, I'm currently being investigated for a benign tumor. So it's a benign tumor that likes to grow on the auditory or acoustic nerve, called an acoustic neuroma or a vestibular schwannoma. So it's only really a problem if they get really big, or they make people dizzy, or cause facial paralysis. I'm never going to get my hearing back, even if they took it out. What's gone is gone. But in my case, it's probably more likely just bad genetics, because acoustic neuromas are actually rare. So I'm waiting for an MRI to tell me if there's something growing in my head hole, if my body is making all kinds of arts and crafts up in there. I don't know. But rest assured, if you are worried, it's probably just really bad luck genetic type thing. I didn't go to like a bajillion rock concerts. I didn't get an air horn blasted into my ear 9 million times. I didn't fall in a certain way that injured my nerve or my brain. There's no injury. This is just a thing that is happening, which is kind of like frustrating because there's no rhyme or reason for it. It's just unfortunate. here we go. I fixed the February. It now says February instead of February. So I'm gonna move on to my old, reliable, trusty monthly layout. I did what I always do, and then I just used a little bit more scripty font, and I used my favorite color because this month is all about self-love, y'all, and I love the color purple. I love it. No one can stop me. I did what I wanted to do, as I always do. I basically just kept all the weeks, kind of sort of my favorite colors as well. Just alternating. So for the weeks, I kept it super, super simple. I used that scripty font thing. I'm not sure if I like the way it turned out, but it's a scripty font. And I just alternated the same colors that I used on the title page, which are my favorite colors. So purple, pink, blue, and green. And for the record, I know that my washi tape colors do not match my milk liner colors, but I do not give two poops. Not even a single poop that I give. I like it. Here's a final flip through of my February 2021 bullet journal spread. Self-love, self-acceptance, whatever you want to call it. I am trying to will it into existence as much as I can. Just a simple colors I like spread along with some floral and an image of my right ear. If you like what I did here or have any interest to see what else I do, hopefully next time I won't be such a bummer drummer, come on back or subscribe. If you have any tips and tricks for my current hearing situation or any coping, or if you have an experience that's similar to my experience, if you're deaf or hard of hearing, say hi. Drop a like or subscribe. That would be great. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later.